Moving on to TikTok's growth, we have seen some recent stats that TikTok's growth is beginning to slow. Nothing too alarming to worry about, but let's jump into the figures. So, data according to a recent report from Dash Hudson shows that actually looking at Q3 last year versus Q1 this year and Q2 of this year as well, you can see the percentage there dropping ever so slightly in terms of worldwide monthly follower growth for brand accounts. So this is looking at brand accounts who have more than 1,000 followers on TikTok. So a monthly growth rate now is around 3.7%. This is down from 5.3% of last year. So do kind of just bear that in mind when you're making predictions, perhaps of KPIs of how many followers you think you can achieve in 2025. 3.7% is the global average for any account that has more than 1,000 followers. The other thing to note is there are 1.04 billion users expected to be on the TikTok app by the end of 2024. There is a 9.4% year-on-year growth rate expected for TikTok. That is slightly down from the 13% of last year and the 20% growth rate in 2022. So even though growth is still, roughly around 10%, it definitely is beginning to slow as competition on the app becomes higher. More and more brands now have a TikTok, even if they're not maybe actively using it. Just having a presence there has been quite useful for a lot of brands, especially if they're being tagged in content from influencers. So if you're thinking, yes, 2025 is the year to get loads of followers on TikTok, just bear in mind that it is harder to get followers as it is on every other platform. And just really thinking strategically about your content on the platform, because of course TikTok does need its own unique content strategy.